him to come in and pick up his stuff. He hadn't done it, and so just been busy, which we understand. But I'm glad that you're here. Of course, with COVID, I think, and then me being sick, it just didn't work out. But I'm glad you're here. So tell us, what have you been up to?
Not much. Just trying to get through school.
Yeah? What grade are you in now?
I'm in 10th, about to go into 11th.
Wow. Well, you got taller on me. Couldn't believe it.
Really? I'm pretty sure I've been the same height.
No. Unless I got shorter. Could be. You know, as you get older, you get shorter. So, but we're not going to go there, Draven. We're going to talk about you. So, talk to me about maybe what are you planning to do now that you're, can go into a career path. Is there anything in particular that kind of draws your attention?
I like music a lot. I like to create music. Anything with like creation and artistic stuff. I like. So music production, singing. I'd like to go into animation maybe, and maybe video game art. That's some stuff that I would like to do.
Yeah, you can kind of mix those two together too.
Yeah.
So what I went ahead and did is opened up that lesion that was risen, and just let some of the content come out. And I'm going to go ahead and work on his nose. And let's go ahead and And Draven, I know it's been a little bit since you've been here, so it's like deja vu now, right? It's like, oh no, I've been here and she's done that, oh no. But I promise it'll look really nice after we get done with it, okay?
Okay.
Today is such a beautiful morning. Got up and made myself some coffee, and I have like my house is not a big house, it's a small house, but have the backyard set up so that birds could come and feed, and so it's so nice to see them all gather up. And while I was having my coffee, they were having their breakfast. It was really nice. Okay, Draven, I'm going to turn you this way. So he does have a lot of blackheads through here, and I'm going to go ahead and remove those because you don't want to keep them on there. They'll grow, and then they'll make his pores look bigger, and they will get bigger, and I don't want that. Because remember, once those pores are opened, then we can make them look smaller, exfoliate the area so the surface of that pore will smooth down, but it won't close. So we have to make sure that, because they're not like windows where you open and close them, but we could definitely keep them looking nice and clean. Draven, you have made my day. You don't even know. It's so good to see you. I have missed you.
I miss you too.
Not the extractions, but me, right?
Yes, you.
Turn a little bit this way, and then you could see them come up. I'm going to just give this a try. I'm not sure if this is going to work or not, but kind of push against that pore. And I'm just getting the ones that are kind of bigger. I am going to go back and wash with a 20% acid wash. And the reason why I'm going to do this is because, you know, he hasn't seen me in a little bit. He's not really as primed as I want him to be. And so I'm going to use the 20 to help soften that area for him. Okay. Now the 20% acid wash, I don't recommend it unless you really are very, very oily. And I really rather you start at a 12% and maybe work yourself up to a 20. The 20 is great for anti-aging, but you have to start, because it's like a chemical peel. So basically this wash is like using a chemical, it is using a chemical exfoliant in a soap base. So it really does exfoliate very nicely, but you don't want to compromise the pH balance of the skin. And so you want to make sure you really hydrate that skin, drink plenty of water. And sometimes you'll feel like your skin has acclimated to it. You know, and a lot of times I hear patients say, oh, I feel like my skin has gotten used to it. And it will. So what you need to do is, if you're only using it, let's say for instance 5 times a week, then do it 5 times a week, twice a day, or change to a higher percentage. But doesn't mean that it's not working. It really doesn't. It's just that you're used to that tingly feeling, and you don't feel like, as you've removed a lot of those cells already. But back off and let your skin build up back again, and you'll see. But as long as you keep using it, because it is an exfoliator. And you can see already just that nice, see how the pores already looking smaller? And it's just because it's getting rid of a lot of that debris.